So in this video we will discuss how to find the Fourier series of a signal. How to find the Fourier series of a signal. So let's say we have a signal like this. So this is my signal x of t. Its maximum value is a and its minimum value is minus a. This value is pi, this value is 2 pi. So this is omega t axis and radian in radians. So this is minus pi, this is minus 2 pi. So this is my signal. It is a bipolar signal because it has positive magnitude as well and it has magnitude as well. It has 50% duty cycle. 50% duty cycle means this area is equal to this area. This area is equal to this area. So it means that it has 50% duty cycle. So if we have to find the Fourier series of this signal, so we can find trigonometric Fourier series. So x of t is equal to a naught upon 2 plus, where a naught upon 2 is the DC value or the average value, and this signal has 0 average value. This signal has 0 average value because 50% duty cycle. So this area is equal to this area. So both the areas will cancel each other, and the fundamental time period of it is 2 pi. Fundamental time period, its time period is 2 pi. Two pi is the time period of this signal. So this is so we have to find the trigonometric Fourier series of this signal. So it will be equal to sigma of n equal to 1 infinite a n cos of n omega t plus b n is in subscript, b n sine of n omega t. So this is the trigonometric Fourier series for expansion for this signal. Now its DC value is 0, so a naught by 2 will be equal to 0 because the average value of this signal is 0. Also this signal has odd symmetry because the value at say pi by 2 and the value at say minus pi by 2 are totally opposite. The value as pi by 2 is a, the value at minus pi by 2 is minus a. So similarly you can check for all the other values. So this signal has odd symmetry. This signal has odd symmetry. So odd symmetry signal, the cos n omega t value will be 0. A naught component will be, a n component will be 0. So odd symmetry signal do not have cosine component, so a n will be 0 for this signal. Odd symmetry signal do not have cosine term, so a n will be equal to 0. Now we can easily expand this signal. Also later we will see that it is a half wave symmetric signal. It is a half wave symmetric signal. So it will not have even harmonics. Even harmonics will not be there. We will prove this also when we are expanding it. There will not be any even harmonics, there will be only odd harmonics because this signal has half wave symmetry. I have already made a video on half wave symmetry, so if you want I will give the link of that video in the description of this video. So you can watch that video, and if you have any doubt you can comment in the comment box. So this signal will have only odd harmonics. So now the value of Bn will be equal to 2 upon 2 pi 0 to 2 pi a sine of n omega t d of omega t, because the signal is given as radians, signal is given in radians, so we have to write d of omega t, and a is the maximum value of this signal. So 2 pi is the time period, so we are integrating from 0 to 2 pi. Now we can split it into 2, so Bn will be equal to 2 upon 2 pi 0 to pi a sine of n omega t plus 2 upon 2 pi to 2 pi. So split into two components, because from 0 to pi it is positive value and from pi to 2 pi it is a negative value. So minus a, here d omega t will also be there, d omega t minus a sine of n omega t d omega t. So 2 and 2 will cancel each other. So integration of sine is minus cos. So b n omega t, if you integrate then n will come in the denominator. A is constant, so we can take it outside. So a upon n pi minus cos of n omega t from 0 to pi, and minus is already there, so integration of sine is minus, so it will be plus. So plus cos of n omega t from pi to 2 pi. So this will be the integration. So cos of pi is 1, cos of pi value is 1. So this will be equal to a upon n pi, and cos of 0 is 1, and so we can write it like this. So minus cos of n omega t and in place of omega t we can write pi, so minus cos n pi, and for cos 0 will be equal to 1, so plus 1, and plus cos of, again we have to write cos of n pi, cos of 2 pi will be equal to 1, so 1 minus cos of n pi. And this is whole in the bracket, so it will be equal to a upon n pi. So 1 and 1 will be at 2, and cos minus cos n pi and minus cos n pi again will be 2, so we can take 2 outside. So 2a 1 minus cos of n pi is the integration, 1 minus cos of n pi. Now cos of n pi is equal to minus 1 to the power of n based on the value of n. This formula we have studied in maths 11th class and 12th class as well. So cos n pi is equal to minus 1 to the power n, so we can write that here. So this will be equal to Bn will be equal to 2a upon n pi 1 minus 1 to the power of n. So if n is odd, then Bn will be equal to 4a upon n pi if n is odd, and Bn will be equal to 0 if n is even. So we can substitute it in our Fourier series formula. So we wrote x of n is equal to sigma of n is equal to 1 to infinite. Now n will be equal to 1, 3, 5 because Bn exists only for odd terms. So up to infinity, Bn sine of n omega t. So this will be our formula. And Bn we have found out to be 4a upon n pi. So we can write that here, 4a upon n pi. Where n is odd only because for n even Bn will be 0. So this will be equal to 4a upon n pi n omega t. So we can expand like this, x of t will be equal to, for n equal to 1, it will be equal to 4a upon pi sine of omega t. For n is 3, 4a upon 3 pi sine of 3 omega t, where omega value is equal to 2 pi upon t. So if we are given the time period, then we can find the value of omega as well. T is the fundamental time period and omega is the fundamental frequency. So omega value is equal to 2 pi upon t. So based on the value of t, we can find the fundamental frequency as well. So it means that at frequency omega radians per second, the amplitude of xt is equal to 4a upon pi at frequency 3 omega per radian, at frequency 3 omega radian per second. Amplitude will be equal to 4a upon 3 pi. So amplitude will keep on decreasing as we increase the frequency. Amplitude will keep on decreasing as we increase the frequency, because at omega radian per second the amplitude is 4a upon pi, where a is the maximum amplitude of xt. And at frequency 3 omega radian per second, amplitude of xt will be equal to 4a upon 3 pi. So amplitude will keep on decreasing as we are increasing the frequency. So this is the physical significance of the finding the trigonometric Fourier series, that the amplitude of this xt signal will keep on decreasing as we are increasing the frequency. This is a very important concept of the Fourier series. So please like and share the video and subscribe the channel. And this is the Fourier series. It will extend up to infinity, but at infinite frequency the amplitude will be 0. So if you have any doubt, you can comment in the comment box, and please like and share the video and subscribe the channel and press the bell icon, and best of luck for exams.